Yo, what is up everyone and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun, and today we got another Destiny 2 Trials training video. Now, we're coming out a little bit early with this video. I happen to be around, have some free time, and I looked and I popped into someone's stream and it was whatever that stupid map is. We're about to go look at it right now. Not Endless Vale, Dead Cliffs. There we go. Dead Cliffs. Now, excuse me. Had to burp. Now, before we dive into this map, let me just go ahead and give you guys the layout of this video. So I think I'm going to start having two videos on the weekends. Normally it'll be on Saturday. If I have a good idea of the map already, like I've seen this map a lot of times, so I kind of know what the points I want to touch up on, and we'll be covering, we'll be covering supers, right? How you kind of want to open with your supers, right? Kind of the routes you want to take, and then we're gonna cover just the basic tips. And then the second part of the video will be clips over the course of Friday and Saturday. So come Sunday, the video is going to drop. You guys will be able to check out part 2 of the video, right? On, hey, these are other things I noticed, or hey, here are examples, like straight up clips of what I was talking about. You know, how you want to get your supers opened, some of the lanes you want to be aware of, some of the spots you want to be aware of, so on and so forth. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and launch this. Let me give myself plenty of time for this. We're going to give 30 minutes. It's not going to be a 30-minute video, guys. Anyway, so with the meta shifting soon, or so people think, like chaperone meta, I honestly don't feel like, I don't believe that chaperones are, everyone's going to put their shotgun down and pull out a chaperone. The numbers, it's like a meter, 2 meters here and there. Shotguns are still going to be prevalent. Regular shotguns are still going to be strong. Why? Because the maps aren't changing. The map design never changes. The meta really never shifts. It kind of rotates, but it never truly shifts. So until we get like a massive change, like auto rifles get a super buff, then we ain't worried about anything. So first things first, this spawn specifically. There will be someone that spawns, I believe I think it's like right here. They spawn closer to that doorway than anyone else. And I want to say it's like right here. It could be right here. But the person that spawns closest to the doorway, they have the option of going into this room and running up here. By about this time, they should see the radar, right? Now, trials is important to not die first if you can possibly avoid it. At the same time, you do want to be aggressive. If you are the person that spawns, if you and the other person on your team spawn back here, I would not recommend taking your time to run out here, because by the time you get out here, right, if everybody stops at the door, you're trapped in the room. Now, if your plan is to play the room, that's one thing, right? If your plan is to not play this room, you don't have a plan, or you don't know what to do not get trapped in this spawn. I repeat, do not get trapped in this spawn. This is all part of the spawn. Like all of this in trials, this is spawn, this is spawn. Some people will argue, no, this is the back spawn. You have plenty of time to get out the back spawn. Look here, motherfuckers. If you come to because I've had this discussion with people, if you get stopped here and here, right, or you get stopped back here, you're effectively in the fucking spawn, and you have two ways out. It's either death through one door or death through the other. It's death by snoo no matter which way you go. All right, like you're fighting your way out now, so don't hesitate. So if you spawn here, my recommendation is, if the enemy is pushing from the left, if they're, by the time you get here, you're gonna see pings on the radar. Don't hesitate and just haul ass, right? Because this is a good play. You come out this door just like this, like shade step off, slide off, don't get stuck. You know, get the fuck down here. Because the people that are, I'm cursing, man. I'm very passionate about this map. Like, people argue this point all the time, and they get trapped back. That this is why this is the most unbalanced map in the game. People get trapped in that spawn. You want to pull the enemy. Like, if the enemy's going to come out this way, and I'm going to have plenty of clips of this. Like, the enemy comes, oh, there's a guy came out the door. Ah, you know. When you, the one lone ranger, comes out this door, right? Your goal is to get down here, pull the enemies up above you. Your teammates should be right here already. They should be shooting at the guy, shooting the fucking enemy. They should be just laying bullets into him, like just nonstop, right? Now, with that said, you gotta be aware of round one grenades, man. If the enemy gets a whiff that this is the plan, incoming fucking grenades, right? So you can come a little bit farther Now, you don't have to stop right here. You can slide out here, right? But you need to get out there. So, again, so and a lot enemies, some enemies will just stop. Like they'll stop at that doorway and look for a team shot, right? So, you know, snipers will be down there. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a step back. You know, I had my little mini rant right there. Thanks for thanks for going through with that. I gotta stress the importance of not getting trapped in this spawn. Like either spawn, you just have more room to get out of that one. All right. So you spawn this spawn. You want to go? What are your options? Well, you can go this way, right? You can run up here. You can come out to this door. You look at the radar. Anyone there, right? You know, is there anyone on the radar? And you're gonna see the radar for that location. You might not see the radar for him if there's a person out there because they could be crouched. So they could be blinking on the radar at this moment, and you won't know until you cut the corner. Boom, sniped in the head. So, but you do have the option to go here, right? You have the option to come out this door and be like, all right, now what do I want to do? Do I want to flank? Do I want to, you know, hold overtime? How do I want to do it? Yada, yada, yada. Right? You also have the option to come up here and come out this door instead. Oh, you know, do I have radar to the left? Did someone try to shoot at me as I was, be careful, like jumping like this, right? You're, you know, especially if you slowly float, it's like, you know, like you're waiting to get shot in the head from there. So please be very careful. So come up the stairs, you know, run up the stairs, and come out the door. If you think there's an enemy to the left sniping and this is your pathing, right? You spawn up over here and I'm just gonna come out this door. Like slide out this door, like slide out that door, right? Like slide, right? Make sure you're doing everything you can to get out that door without running at head level and getting sniped in it. And your option, you know, your option is to either go down to the right, go to the left, right? Like, oh, there's a sniper over here. You know, I'm gonna try and box him in. Call out to your teammates. Yo, I'm trying to get this sniper by himself, right? So your teammates can back you up. Or you know, you stop at this box. Oh, they're all team shotting from down low. You know, and use this box like, oh, you're in cover. Now back, like just back straight up, like get off of that, because they're gonna throw a grenade. Hey, he's in cover behind the box. Oh, let's throw lightning grenades. Let's throw, you know, the dust field grenade to pull them out. Like they're just gonna chuck grenades at the boxes, right? Like people are just gonna be throwing things at you. Not only that, someone could be jumping over to that room too, and you, by the time you decide to back up, you're walking into their line of sight, so you already needed to move. So keep that in mind. If you spawn up and you want to go the other way, I mean, you have two options to do it. If you spawn back here, like you shouldn't be zigzagging, right? Like you shouldn't be making a zigzag. Oh, I'm gonna go here and then I'm gonna go here. Like you're wasting valuable seconds on this map. I am telling you, you are wasting valuable seconds. Get out of the spawn. Spawn up. Put your phone down. Get your controller in hand and move as soon as you can. Get out of the spawn. 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 Get out. Like get out of that spawn. Right? You're gonna hear me say it like a billion times. I'm gonna say it a billion more over the weekend while I'm streaming. Get out the spawn. All right. But that's your option. Like you have two options essentially. Yeah, that room has two doors. So, well, you kind of have three options. No, you have two options. You come out of that building or you come out of this hallway, right? You got one or the other. So, and then once you get to here, there's no enemies here. You know, they're probably coming up over here. Careful of range. Don't, like, 120s. Like, come on. Like, you're not killing the scout rifle. So pay attention to the enemy loadout. Hey, they have pulses and scouts. I might get blasted away if I challenge from here to... let's say to the pipes right there, like that corner where people would head glitch. You could probably kill someone at the building right there, right? Until, you know, next weekend and we see how the 120s are nerfed, how much they're nerfed. You could challenge from here to the pipes for sure, and maybe even the corner of the building. But like from here to here, even to the underpass, it's. I think you're stretching the range of your hand cannon, so be careful. From here inside to B, that's fine, right? From here to B is fine. And if you're holding your ground, and we'll talk about holding ground actually after this. So let's go ahead and go to the other spawn real quick, because I want to wrap this up by 20 minutes. It's already 10. So you have a couple of options here. You have almost three options, right? You have the right, you have the left, and then you have the middle left or the middle right, and they either lead to the right or the left. So you spawn up back here and, you know, okay, I want to go left. I'm going to take the long way. Boom, here I go. If you move late from the spawn and the enemy has long range, pay attention to their weaponry. They could be, as you come across this corner, you could have a person here here. And now you are being team shot. You could have 2 people over their shoulder, and now you're being team shot. It doesn't matter. So again, leave the spawn early. You don't want to get trapped back here either. Now, if you have people in B and you're back here, you kind of have wiggle room. Your job is to make sure nobody runs into B without being shot at least once. The people's job at B is to make sure that nobody runs down this lane, like, to you without being contested. And that means you may have to come out the door and start shooting the runner, right? Whoever's running the most. You got to come out, you got to challenge them. So keep that in mind. Like, good team play, good team setup, knowing where your teammates are at and what their weakest angle is going to help you guys prevail in team shots and covering your teammates' backs. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, if you come out the spawn and maybe you want to go to the left, but you don't want to go down that long lane, you can just run right up here. Boom, right? And now you're kind of holding here. This is a good spot to hold. Careful, because grenades can really mess you up here. If a lightning grenade gets thrown here, you may have to back up, and you can back up a little bit. If you back up too far, you're going to be exposed to that angle, so you got to be careful. Again, your teammates, if they're in B, they need to be careful. Everyone shouldn't be in B, because once you get surrounded, man, again, it's one of 3 doorways you have to choose from. Death by snoo. Like, you got to be ready. Try not to get boxed into one of the rooms or the spawn. Like, you want to have a whole lane to yourself, to your team, essentially. If you're fighting it out, you don't want to be boxed into one location if you can avoid it. Of course, if you come out of the spawn, you can go to the right. Now, I would say it's pretty dangerous to go to the right. If you come to this door, there are going to be some enemies that are going to be faster than you, probably a lot, depending on who they are. And they're going to, when you get here, they're coming out that door, and they're ready to shoot the mess out of you. Like, their hand cannons are on point. They don't miss. They're sliding. They're sniping, all that nonsense. Also, any enemies that come from over there, like, they're going to jump up and shoot you. They may not stand back and wait for you. Or if the call out is, if I come out to this door and I say, hey, they're shooting me from down low, I expect my teammates to not stop. Like, they're not going to sit here. Like, this is no longer the plan. If I don't say they're rushing, this isn't the plan. Do. Oh, wait, my teammate died? Well, I wonder why. Like, I was waiting for the enemy. It's like, no, start moving. Like, move forward. Shoot something. Throw a grenade. Something. Right? Tell me to back off. Hey, back off. We're not with you. Or we're not close enough to, jump up and protect you. So be careful coming out of this side. Now, if you want to come up to the right, you can come out this, right? You spawn up over here. You can either turn right to the right and move down here, or you can come up here. This is a good snipe lane. A lot of people try to shoot their shot here. You can also move over here. Say if enemies are coming out of that door, but they're not necessarily challenging you from the side door, you can just move over here with the sniper and try to catch them as they run out the door. Scout rifle, pulse rifle, something like that, right? Oh, all that nonsense. So keep that in mind. With that said, holding your ground. All right, now I'm going to cover a couple of keynotes about holding your ground, and just for a quick moment, and then we're going to go into supers and kind of how you want to open them. And I've covered this in other videos. You really should watch those. They're going to tell you how you want to use your supers on maps. A lot of engagements. There's usually going to be an enemy team somewhere in this area. Like, no matter what spawn you're on, you're either fighting from I'm going to say most of the fights are going to be from here to here, like from one lane to the other. And you could have enemies all over the place. If your goal is to watch this area, right? Like right here, you need to know no one's over there to shoot you, right? If someone runs over to the left to shoot you, you need to back off, because now you can't stand here and shoot someone and then get shot from the left and be like, yo, man, who's watching my left? Even if someone's supposed to be watching your left, they could miss their shots. They could be in the middle of reloading. Their cat could have crawled up on them. Like, who knows what happened? All right? So, yes, it's important that, hey, yo, like, teammate, I got your back. I'm watching your left. Okay, cool. But they can't see that left. So you need to be aware. If an enemy comes out of the spawn to shoot at you, your teammate's not going to see that, because that means for them to see that, they have to walk up here, and now they're being shot from 2 angles. Even if you're trying to watch them right here, you may not see the dude at that far back angle shooting them. Like, you may not have time to see that, or you may not be as far. You may be looking at this half of the lane, and you see bullets flying. You're like, what's going on, huh? And it's too late. So be wary of what you're looking at and what can see you. So if you're gonna challenge these two lanes, this is a decent spot to watch this wall. Right, you can kind of peek over here, use this. If they have a lot of grenades, or you see someone spamming grenades or abusing grenades, Hunter Shatter Dive, Lightning Grenades, Pulses, Vortex, like any grenade. If you see a lot of grenade, like people that inspect enemy teams, inspect the stats that matter. Discipline is important. Intellect, it's a given, right? Like Titans, how much resilience do they have? Do they have a lot of discipline? Like discipline is big. You guys need to be knowing. You guys need to know if they're going to be just throwing grenades every 30 seconds, right? You need to know that. Of course, from this doorway, you can see down here. You can kind of move over here and see over there. Someone from back here, if the enemy's going to get a little pressure on, you can shoot to there, or, you can peek out a little bit more. You can also have like a pulse rifle, scout rifle sit back here. Of course, your radar. If I'm looking this way, I need to make sure I'm not getting ran up by over there. So keep your radar ready. Like, be ready, all right? Same thing on the other, and you can sit back by pipes. Like, use cover, be by cover. This is not, well, what do you mean? I was doing exactly what you said. I was shooting. He's like, you're wide in the open, dude. Like, nothing's saving you. There's zero thing saving you. You could even drop a Titan shield here, right? And once it disappears and you get shot and blasted away, well, I was doing what you said. I was standing outside the building. Look, it's like, bro, get to the corner. Like, don't be stupid. Like, don't be stupid. Be by cover. And know the range of your weapon. If you're challenging people from here with a hand cannon, hey, man, I'm missing shots. Or the damage multipliers aren't adding up. I'm not 3-tapping anyone. You need to relocate. It's like, all right, guys, I got to stand a little bit closer because my hand cannon sucks. Right? Put the scout rifles back here. Right? Again, pay attention to the radar. Mida tools, be at the back so you have the radar up at all the time. Knucklehead radars, like if you're a hunter and you're exotic armor, you're not running stompies and making all the plays and looking cool, double skips. Like if your exotic isn't really helping you shine greatly, knucklehead radar hunters, right? So no one can flank you. Like you'll be ready for that, right? Keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and come down here. And if you're on the other side is a lot harder to hold, but I would say it's more beneficial because overtime will spawn here. Real quick, you can use this pillar for cover just like the other one. You're as exposed. You have a longer lane here. If you want to like peek out over here, you're highly exposed there, so someone needs to be over there. I see a lot of people, more than one person will try to group up for team shots, and a grenade will just end them. Like, you got to be careful that the grenade doesn't end you. A well-placed ice nade like that is going to freeze both of you, and that's a wrap. Like, your teammate's not going to be able to save you from a shatter dive. Like, your third guy, like, oh, I'm back here. Oh, he's coming to shatter dive you. Oh, you're dead. Like, there's nothing they can do, right? So, use rifts, use barricades, shoot through Titan shields. All of that good stuff. Like, be careful. And don't be afraid. Like, one person can come back to the spawn and be like, yo, I'm going to put on a scout rifle, pulse rifle, sniper rifle. Like, a good sniper can make, this map, can make any map easier. And be ready for team shots. If everyone has to back up, yeah, you can play the building. And when I said get out of the spawn, right, this is going to contradict. You can be in this building, but being in this building when all the enemies are there still gives you an out. Oh, I can go over here. Boom. And don't jump across. Right? Well, don't jetpack if you think you're gonna die. Like if you're not comfortable like using the jetpack like I just did on a warlock, like don't do it. Titans are easier. Hunters, obviously are super easy. You can fall off and then jump up. But be ready to get out. It's like, oh, they're pushing. It's time to go. And then like, oh, cover me as I run away. Like hug the wall, man. Cut into the corner as quick as possible. But as you're holding your ground, yeah. You can have someone back here looking over the shoulder. You can have someone in the spawn, right? You can have a couple of people that one like over here, right? Or over here. Again, this is the most dangerous spot. Almost as dangerous as this one, but there's less that your teammates can do to help you from a safe covering fire. Like your teammates will be exposing themselves just to save you. So again, be careful not to get yourself killed. 3 people there, you're asking for trouble. Something's gonna mess up. Now, supers, guys, straightforward. Oh, one more thing. If you're gonna hold this area, chaperones, man, chaperones. The chaperone's probably gonna kill you from here to here. It's 100% gonna kill you from here to here. Please be careful. Don't let the chaperone users get too close to you. If they have a chappie on their team, then hey, I'm gonna watch the left side. I'm gonna watch it from back here. Like I'm gonna be, I'm going to watch from back here. And if I think I need to check over here to make sure the Chaperon user doesn't come out the room and, you know, try to rush me while I'm looking over here to check for someone else, I'm going to just throw a grenade there, call it a day. And, okay, nothing's happening. And now I don't have to worry, you know, now I can go back to this angle, right? So please be aware. Now, supers, real quick. Let's go ahead and dive right into here. Supers are straightforward, guys. You come out the spawn, and I'll have super clips too for part 2. Come out the spawn. You need to decide where you're going with your super immediately. I would say close range supers, no one and done supers. Like, if the enemy team likes to come over here, just bring a super over here and be ready for it, right? And it's just a race out of the spawn. And I would even say go flank them. If you know, you got a good roaming super, go flank them, right? Because now you're hopefully going to push them into B. So you're going to pop from cover. I'm going to pop from here. Boom. Right? And I'm going to come out and start freezing people. All right. Boom. Killed a guy. They're running. They're running. Yo, they're trapped in B. You know, I'm going to take my time, get in there with my teammates. Yo, they're all the way at the back of this hallway. Right? This is where a lot of pinching needs to happen. This map is going to test how well you pinch because it's literally a big rectangle. All right? So you need to let your 2 teammates know, I'm going with my super, and I'm going to the left or the right of the spawn. Doesn't matter which spawn you're in, left and right, the same. All right, and your teammates will be like, okay, we'll go to the opposite way, right? So, and then call out, hey, they're trying to kill me, right? They're holding back, they're waiting for me. You know, make sure you're accurate with that call out, because if they're waiting for you, if you say they're waiting for you and you go to their spawn, I'm just coming out, man. I'm gonna pull my shotgun out and run as fast as possible to right about here. I'm gonna pull out my hand cannon as I get closer, and I'm gonna be ready. And then, you know, shotgun city, here I go. You know, so I don't want to cut the corner. And you said they're all waiting for you, and you know, fucking the lone wolf was out there ready to take me out. It's like boom, sniped in the head. And it's just like, bruh, they're not all waiting for you, but you know, so be accurate. Hey, there's 2 people shooting me, or you know, I don't know where the third guy is or something. If you need help, obviously, as your teammate calls that, expect call-outs to be as accurate as possible, but not 100%. So, hey, they're all waiting for me. Okay, maybe. Like, be ready. Like, come out with your hand cannon, because you never know when the enemy's just going to turn and split. Like, you don't know when they're going to turn away from your teammate and just start running, right? So, again, you're going to want to box the enemy in really well. Box them in really well, all right? Anyway, hopefully that helps you guys out. Like, this is a straightforward map, guys. I like the biggest point, don't get trapped in the spawn. Don't get trapped in the spawn. Don't get trapped in the spawn. You know, hold your ground. Dangerous angles to hold your ground from. And good luck. Hopefully this video helps. We'll be back with a part 2 by Sunday or maybe Saturday night with clips on things that I've just covered. Hopefully different supers. You'll definitely see the Tethered this weekend. You'll probably see the Warlock. You'll probably see the Titan, because all of mine are relatively leveled up, so they're ready to rock. They're ready to rock. Anyway, thumb up the video. You know, get it going in the algorithm so more people can see it. Share it with your friends. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any thoughts, comments, concerns, videos. You want to hit me up and find me in DM somewhere so you can share some of your clips. Hey, Ken, I think, you know, this is a good point you should also cover in your videos as well, or there's a new glitch that I don't know about, so on and so forth. Let me know. And link in the description below if you want to catch me live on Twitch. Until next time, enjoy the weekend, good luck, and I'll see you at the lighthouse.